Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster and guests. It's not very often that I be able to apply what I learned in a classroom or perhaps in this kind of environment to real life. Last weekend I did. Last week, you remember Mark's theme of the meeting was success. And specifically, he asked us, how do you define success for yourself? So I thought about it and I read, research, recent paper, recent blog, and so on. I get to use it for my son last weekend. Last weekend happens to be late spring theme of the meeting. Mm-hmm. Late spring, it was his high school graduation party. And of course, things that come up like, what are you going to do? What you want to be, and so on. After all of that died out, and we discussed about college plans and what to do, which path to take. All of a sudden, he came up and said, "Dad, how come Henry and Linda are so successful? What do they do that they're so rich?" And I said, "Uh-oh." Uh-oh, right away. That's, a red light ran on my head. I said, I don't want to tell him what Linda and Henry do for a living. I'm going to focus on the question that he asked was success. You see, Linda and Henry are my good friends. They are very, very well off. How well off? Well, their house in the Bay Area is multi-million-dollar home. They don't just drive to Reno. They charter a plane to go to Reno or to Las Vegas. They love throwing these fabulous parties for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, for New Year, and so on. And we get to come to those parties. No string attached. We take the kids to them, and it's beautiful. Sometimes it's at their homes, and sometimes it's at these super suite up in the casino. So if you ever go to Peppermill, there's a two very huge 5,000 square foot room up in Peppermill. They get to party at those suites. So the boys get to see how the other half lives. So when he asked me, what do Linda and Henry do for a living? I don't want to answer that question. I want to focus on success. So I asked Matthew, my son, why do you think they are so successful? And he said, because they're rich. I said, okay, because they're rich. So because they have money. I asked him, I said, what about happiness? Do you think that they are happy? And he said, she's pretty happy, and he's not quite happy. Sometimes he's pretty stressful to be around. And he seems to be a very stressed person. He worries all the time. So, peace of mind. That is a no. He doesn't have a peace of mind. Peace of mind, what I'm talking about is, I told my son, I said, and he's not quite sure what I meant by peace of mind, so I told him, I said, peace of mind is when the feeling that you wake up in the morning and you said, everything is in order. And I told myself, that's just like you. Right now, you wake up in the morning, you don't have to worry about anything. Mom and Dad provides everything for you. That's peace of mind. My friend doesn't have that. And he said, no, I don't think it's that. I said, what about, do you think that they are healthy and in good health? Again, he said, she seems to be. He's not so. He's pretty stressful. He tends to drink a lot. And he smokes a lot. I don't think he's in good health. And it is true. My friend, Henry, is not in good health. He has a lot of health issues. So he doesn't have health. And I asked him, I said, what do you think about relationship? love? Do you think that they are happy together? And he said, yeah, they seem to be pretty happy together. Oh, that's not true. They're getting a divorce. So, no love there. And I asked him, I said, well, what do you think about personal fulfillment? Do you think that he likes himself? He feels better about himself? He feels that he make a difference in the people that he come in contact or touch or help? He said, well, I don't know about that. So personal fulfillment. So then this is what I wrote down before. I said, out of the 5 categories that I use to define success, you got 1, check off, rich, 3, not really, and 1 question mark. Do you still think that Henry and Linda are successful? And he said, well, since you put it that way, I don't think so, but I like to still having this. Just so that I want to plant a seed in his mind to think about successful, so he can set goal. To me personally, I think it is important for us to set goals so that we can have a clear vision of where we're going. Perhaps give us a little nudge to move forward in our goal. Perhaps feel good about ourselves, or more important, be accountable for ourselves. And perhaps live a balanced life. So I encourage all of us to evaluate success and define success for ourselves and live a balanced life. Don't be like my friend. And the reason why I don't tell my son what Henry and Linda do for a living, that they are so rich, is because they are professional gamblers. I don't want my son to be that way. So that's why I held back and I didn't tell them what they do, but rather define success and tell them it is my, that might not be the lifestyle that I want to be. So thank you. This is the Toastmaster.